All right, it's live.
Okay, the reason I wanted to talk to you about Lucille Ball, and I Love Lucy. I know your generation doesn't know that much about Lucy, but I
Not
want
at
you
all.
to know. Fine. What you don't realize is not only all of this because of Lucille Ball, Desi Arnaz, and Desi Lou, but the things you forget, the shows you watch, are also because of this lady right here. This lady right here. Lucille Ball is the reason you have Star Trek. Okay?
I don't watch Star Trek.
There would be no Star Trek had it not been for the determination of Miss Lucille Ball. Yes, you're welcome. Because, let me just tell you what happened. Okay. Gene Roddenberry was the creator of Star Trek.
Who?
Gene Roddenberry.
Okay.
He was the guy who brought Star Trek to Desi Lou. Now, at this time, Desi Arnaz had retired as president of Desi Lou, and Lucille Ball was at the helm. She was running everything, you know, and she had her crew of executive producers, and you know, like you would have, you know, your ride or dies, and they had been ride or dies for them, even back when Desi Arnaz was in charge. But they were more respectful to Desi than they were to Lucy. You know, the old good old boys club. You know, we're men. We're gonna stick together, right or wrong. We're gonna stick together on our decisions. So, when Gene Roddenberry brought the idea of Star Trek to Desi Lou, he pitched it in a way it was not accepted at all. They were like, no.
How come? What did they?
Well, because what he told them was, it is going to be an intergalactic wagon train. Yeah. Okay, first I'm picturing the guy sitting by the stove cooking the beans in the pot, flying through the air. An intergalactic wagon train. Okay, the name that he gave it probably sank it for him. And they just gave him a straight no. We're not even going to see you anymore. You can take your wagon train and roll on out of here. But Gene Roddenberry was just like Lucy in that he will not be told no. Because don't forget, Lucy was also told no. Lucy was actually a student at the Robert Murray John Anderson School of Drama. John Murray, somebody, Robert Minton. Anyway, School of Drama. Her mother sent her there when she was 14 or 15. Reason being, her mother wanted to get her out of town. Don't tell your mom. Her mother wanted to get her out of town because she was dating this 21-year-old dude. And I know that must have been devastating for her mother, but she knew Lucy. And she knew if Lucy wasn't going to get to act, she was going to act up. So she ended up sending her to the school. The school said, oh my God, you're terrible. You will never be a performer. Pack up your skates, your little skinny little legs, your vaudeville dancing, your no voice, and go home. Finish school and stop wasting mommy's money. Because we've got somebody in the helms back here that we know is going to be primo. And that's where we're going to concentrate our efforts on. And that student was Betty Davis. So I guess they weren't too wrong. But anyway, Betty Davis was 18 at the time. I think Lucy was 15. But anyway, they told Lucy she would never be a performer, which meant this was probably not a very good school. Anyway, so no was not something Lucy was used to hearing or saying. So when Gene Roddenberry went to Lucy and told her that her executives had turned him down for this intergalactic wagon train, she was like, okay, well then, you know, that's a little weird. But let me see your script. Let me see your paperwork. Let me read it, you know, and just forget the intergalactic and the wagon train bit and see what you got going here. And she did. She read it. And she loved it. And she took their no and turned it into a yes. Changed the name from intergalactic wagon train, thank you, Lucy, to Star Trek. Hence, Star Trek. Hence, all those billions of dollars brought about through Star Trek movies, Star Trek anime, Star Trek sitcoms, yada yada this, yada Star Trek that. Thank you, Dr. Spock. Thank you from all the Trekkies. Thank you, Lucy. Next time, I'll tell you how and why you got a show called The Untouchables. Where you got it from? Yes, it's Desilu. It's also something that was told no, that Lucy and Desi said yes to. That's what we'll talk about next. But this time, for now, all you Trekkies, give a nice salute and a bow to Miss Lucille Ball for not saying no to the intergalactic wagon train Star Trek. Bye for now.